turn my back, you laughing.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Get up! 180! Alert, 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 alert! Shift, shift! Recon, 132 fighter! Check 55 to mine! Check 55!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch in, watch in. Red, touch.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
They discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Trubisky looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it. 45. Mike, 45. No chance. Kill, kill, kill.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
At the 27-yard line.
Eight. Here's Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there?
For one, deep left side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football. Right?
Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters, and how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Love looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Buzz. 58 to Mike, 58.
Operating from the gun. Love. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. takes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
H3-2-18. Chopper, chopper. Watch the pass. Ready.
From the gun, Love, and that's Elliott, complete. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is third and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Cowboys nothing.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is third and goal. Here's Elliott. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1.
Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they went for it from the 1 on fourth and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on fourth down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback third look. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Let's go! At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense. Handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike. Rip left, rip left. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Go, go.
And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Charlie.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Red. 60, orange.
58 right there. Record, record.
Yes. Scene 6.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
58 to Mike.
Greystone travel. Greystone travel.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
Go.
On third down, Love. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Ooh, the juke. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
18.
So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 bump.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Red, go. Alert. Hey, seam 6.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Chicago.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Play action. Now Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Bravo.
Now Trubisky on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off play action. Love. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Trubisky. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike. Yeah. Here we go. Hayward.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
First down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready up. 58, come on. 66. Bullet high.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Certainly 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Elliott. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Delta. 58. Drop deep. 58. Ready.
Throwing on third and long. Love. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got it.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
58 to Mike.
All day, dog. Ready, go.
Draw play, Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
You don't want it. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Chop. To Mike. Check. Go. Night, sweetheart. Ready, go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Looking to throw. Love. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
45.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning this.
From the gun, Love. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Carlson on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
60 Pittsburgh. He's tired of you. You're out.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trubisky now. He's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Throwing on second and long. Trubisky, that's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Alert! Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The back's
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 70 Indy. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. And go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Got it? 58, it's Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Begin.
Squeeze, get in there.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch the pass. Under 10. Ready.
On second down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cowboys, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Put the set. 180.
Here we go. Here we go. Say.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first. Play, and it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
You're set. 280.
I got you, son. You're online.
On second down, it's Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
40.
20. 50.
Let's get off the field, D.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying. Get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Crunch time, defense.
Shift.
49, check 49, check 49. Double right.
32. Hey, Foxtrot.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's another.
260. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Slam. 21. Check.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot. He's got a man. Complete. 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 89 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That lady. 36. Here we go, D. It's just
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check, ready. 15 runners. Check 3.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. This will be caught by Brown. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Throwing is Jackson, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Real right, 22. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On first down, it's Stanford. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
36 to Mike.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check safety.
To the air again, Stafford. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 times.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Set. 250.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Check 26, check 26.
And middle. Hey, Charlie.
Again, it's Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Intercepted by the Ravens. His guys take over.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 51 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Switch it to 6. Pull it. Now.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, switch gears.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again on second down, but this time